today we got 5 things that I don't like about the 98 to 02 Camaros. Follow me. We'll cut this out. Alright, first thing is these clear lenses on the tail lights. They pop out every 20 miles you're driving, one of these will pop out. So finding a good pair of tail lights only lasts you a bit. Alright, number 2, the thing that I hate about the Camaro the most, probably the most, is about these dashes. This one is cracked to hell underneath this dash pad. This dash mat, that's why I got it, so it's always nice and pretty. But it's got spider cracks all over it. The dash pad itself is actually all cracked. So that's a common flaw with these cars. But being 20 years old, you're gonna get cracks here and there. All right, number 4, things I hate on the Camaros the most. This is factory ride height right here. This, you can fit a whole fucking fist in it, and it still sits too high. The back end over there actually has the heater hose mod done to it, so it sits about a 1/4 inch lower than factory, and that's still pretty high. You can still fit 4 fingers underneath there. Yeah, that's 20-year-old GM, baby. That's what I hate about these cars too. The windows are notoriously slow, and no matter if you got new motors, old motors, or what, they don't, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure about any car in existence goes faster than that. Actually, I think actually manual windows would be faster than that too. But that's a big pet peeve of mine. I don't really like how they take forever to go up. And that's got a brand new motor in it too, less than 3 months old. So yeah, I don't like that either. All right, so for number 5, the biggest pet peeve I got with these cars is from 99 to 02. These sail panels are bubbling due to the adhesive they used underneath them. Back when they made these things, GM used adhesive that would eat up underneath the actual sail panel, and it would start bubbling as you see through here. The only fix for this was to take the sail panel off. I think it went from a 94, 96 to 98, or buy a new one that doesn't have the glue and use different kind of glue. Alright, now we're doing 5 things I like about the Camaro from 98 to 02. Also, parts for these cars are easily accessible. They're actually really moderately cheap compared to cars you get today. Like, doesn't take much to make these things pretty fun. You can get shocks, struts, sway bars, all the good stuff for pretty cheap. Even if you like the water pump brakes, stuff like that, it's not that expensive to do, and it's easy to fix. So that's what I like with the car, first of all. Second thing about these cars that I do like, 275s all the way around. Well, they're not big enough like 305s or 315s to grip the road as good as those do. They actually still provide a lot of grip, and I honestly like the square stance better than having skinnies up front and then the fat tires in the rear. Alright, the next thing are these hood scoops. While most people don't like looking at the cars, I actually love looking at these hood scoops, and they're actually functional too, which is what I like about it. So if you actually look underneath these things, the air goes in through there. You pull it up and open it, you can see it goes in through here, out through here, on each side. It comes out, there's holes slotted up here, so the air comes through there, and eventually underneath here is where the air slides into. So people might think it's not functional, but that's the actual flow pattern of it. So it actually is functional. It does something rather than nothing, which actually I think is pretty cool. Alright, the last thing, of course, is these LS engines. These things go forever. This thing's got 230,000 miles on its stock bottom end. The heads got redone a few years ago, but these things will run forever. It doesn't take much to make them fast. They're cheap. Parts for them are cheap. The only issue I got is it burns a lot of quarter oil every 200 miles, which given being 230,000 miles on it, you're gonna have some wear in the rings. But these things are really cheap to get, well, moderately cheap for the power. Like I said, you can buy one of these cars for 3 to 5 grand, 8 grand, with an LS already in it, and you already got a few months to do cam, heads, intake, and you already got 400 horsepower right there. Alright, so the next thing we got right here is the last year of these Camaros they actually made Ttops in. So basically you just pop them out. As I'm sure you all know, they're Ttops, they come out pretty easily. I think it's a really cool feature. It's one of the main reasons I got the car, besides the LS in it, because basically it's fun to drive the Ttops out when it's actually cool in Arizona. So you get about 2 months out of the year to fucking drive with the Ttops out before you start blistering your skull with heat. So that's one thing I like about the car. Those are 5 things right there. And yeah, if you guys are interested in one of these cars, you can pick them up for pretty cheap on Craigslist, eBay. Not eBay, but you know, Craigslist and all that stuff near you. Like I said, I got this for $3K. It had bad rotors, bad head gasket, the brakes were all worn, control arm bushings were shot, rear bushings, everything you could think of suspension wise was ruined on it. The brakes were shot, and the paint was all faded. Like I said, the head gasket was bad, and I had to replace all that shit before it even became somewhat valuable to me. But yeah, if you guys are interested in getting a car, like a little quick car for a build, find one of these. They're pretty cheap, and I guarantee you there's one around you for pretty cheap. They don't take much to get running. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll catch you in the next one. And number 5, the last thing I don't like is Camaro's probably the most thing I hate the most. Cut that. Am I in it fully? All right, number 4 for the things I hate about the Camaros. This is factory ride height. I'm not sure if you noticed, but how.
Why'd you turn around like that?
He's fucking talking. All right, cut that.